Hey, Mike Callahan with a quick video. I had a question submitted, how to create predictable workflow through tasks or to-dos for accountability. So I'm going to show you how this is done. This can be done in a lot of different CRMs. Our CRM choice is Service Autopilot. Basically, what you're going to do is go into Service Autopilot, and basically a to-do can be added in several points, but this is where we recommend doing it here. Is we're going to go in and create a to-do list, and I'm going to put an estimate in here for mulch installation. All beds. Now we would go in and define where the mulch is being installed, if with specific examples or areas that needed it. We're going to go in and select an estimate and save the to-do. Now we're going to assign it to a particular person on our team and the type. We're going to go into details now. Start showing date would be today. Let's say it's due by the next day, so work day by the end of Monday, and the calendar start date would be today, and it's automatically going to put the calendar end date here. So we can select the priority, high, medium, or low. Right now this is going to be normal, and if we want someone to follow this, such as a manager or someone else, we can assign someone that to be the ability to follow this to do. We can also select a type, whether it's client, lead, vendor, or none. So if we had to-dos, maybe to call our vendor to select and order some fertilizer or different supplies, we can do that as well. Once we go in and hit save, under our CRM to-do list, we have a list of all our to-dos, and we can go in and select it by type. And what we're going to do is go into estimates and apply. Now we have 44 estimates in this test account that I have here, so they're all in here looking for a place to go. So what we can do now is go into our scheduling dispatch board, and this is going to give us the ability to actually route our to-dos. So a admin or yourself could route your to-dos for the day for your estimates and optimize the drive time and workflow, and potentially set some scheduling blocks if there are appointments for maybe design build or going in and doing a home cleaning. So the thing we're going to do is go into the type of to-do. We're going to pull up estimates, and I'm going to select today's date and hit refresh. And we're going to go in, and it looks like we should have several of these. Let me open this up here for a few more days just to make sure. Oh, it's actually in September, so that could be the problem. So now we're in 2019. Let me pull up today's date, and we've got the 3 estimates with 3 different dates. So what we're going to do is go in, click the button here to dispatch them. Now they're live in the estimator's mobile or in my mobile. We're going to go in and hit show map, and it's going to pull these jobs up on the map, and I'm going to go in and select them all again. So I've got them in on the map here as pins, and what I'm doing is going into actions, and I'm going to go into optimize stops. So this is going to go in and actually optimize the stops for Mike C, which is me, for drive time. Now you can notice TrackRoad is a paid version, it's 10 cents, or Google is free up to 23. So if you've got 23 or less estimates, you can use the Google version. Once we go in and hit optimize now, the system has automatically optimized those pins for drive time, and I can go in and hit show route order, and we'll have a visual representation of those. So let's go in and optimize those again. It's a test account, so we may not have had any credits left. So let's go in for the free optimization, and there we go. So you can see the order in the correct option from my shop or office. We can go in and update today's route only every week or every other. Today I'm just going to update today's because these are my estimates for the day. And now we've got driving directions there. And with the mobile here, it's live in my mobile. So I can clock in and clock out of each and every estimate that I have. In addition, if I wanted to print that out, I can go to the print button and print this out. And I'm going to select my resource, which is myself. And I'm going to select the date range, and default range is what I'm going to keep, and update. This is going to create a PDF of my estimates for the day. So if you're ever able to lose internet connection, you wanted a hard copy, these are the estimates that I need to do with estimate notes here that what I'm doing. So this is to create a standardized workflow for to-dos for an estimator to be able to route your estimates. Final piece of the puzzle here is when we go into these to-dos then on the to-do screen and the estimator actually closes them out, I want to go into the to-do, and before I complete it, estimate shrub pruning, I'm going to add a comment. And this is really important because we want to create an internal audit trail. So no matter what you do with a to-do, whether it's return a phone call, drop off an estimate, we are going to add a comment. In my company, this was a big thing. If it wasn't commented on, it never happened. So we can say emailed estimate to client and talked in person, not ready to buy, shopping for estimates, now in 20 days to close is TDC, and that's our automated estimate follow-up. So once we submit this estimate, we have an automation basically automatically goes out over several days, basically 20 days, and in between a combination of phone calls, text messages, and emails that are automated, we follow up on each and every estimate so we have a yes or no answer for consistency. So if you're not following up on your emails or your estimates 5 or more times, you're missing out on 80% of the sale. So once the estimate's done and the to-do is taken care of, we want to make sure we follow up on those. But we're going to hit save here, and all the comments or adding an email following up on this to-do, maybe this to-do was a damage case. Maybe we broke a window. We have an internal audit trail of everything that's going on, and now we complete the to-do. So main things here is when you're setting up a to-do, it's want to be assigned to a specific person with a deadline, detailed instructions, and a to-do internally should not be completed without a note. So that's our internal audit trail, date and timestamp. And then we can go into the routing feature of the CRM, the one we're using is Service Autopilot, and route and optimize for drive time. So we're using the best driving route for our estimators. If you have any comments or questions, drop below, but hopefully this helped for the use of to-dos in your CRM. Typically, Service Autopilot is one we're using, but this is a feature you need to be looking for, in my opinion, in any CRM that you're using, and having accountability with notes, date, and time stamped with the ability to route your estimates or other to-dos such as damage cases or QC follow-ups.